Okay, another question, Dr. Bryan. I get this question a few times. I've got this question about is it certified organic? Where is it sourced? I want to know the source where it's coming from. What is your
and I cannot blame a person for that, because I'll tell you, there's so many bad places things come from. There's nothing that I would take coming out of a lot of supplementation places. And that's because they don't have any means of testing what they are. So are our products organic? No, they're not organic because they come from overseas. And that's why we have to have our own testing and our own ability to send people over there, so that when they get there, they're doing the certification themselves over and above. Most places, what they'll do is they'll import the plant parts. Let's say that they're importing the curcumin for their turmeric. They have no idea where it's been or what it's coming from India. They have no idea. It doesn't come. It's not from the United States. It's not going to be organic. They can put organic on there if they want to, but it's a lie. Organic is done here in the United States because we have so many things in our soils and our water and our air that contaminate it, that we have to have something proven. So when we have plants that are here, yes, we want to have organic for foods. But in terms of sourcing overseas in those different parts, where they are from does matter. We have very specific type of green tea. Our green tea has more than 3 times the L-theanine in it actively grown versus other green teas. You can't buy that green tea here. And so as a result of it, when we go over there and test it, we do the breakdown, the chromatography, they do the breakdown of what it is, so that we know if all those active ingredients are within that product, so that we bring it back here. Then we retest it again. And when we're all done with the whole process, when the product is finished, it goes out to independent labs separate from us for them to verify it again. There is no one that I know of that has the quality controls we have. And if you don't believe me, you can take a look at the Federal Trade Commission when they came in to verify our products. They made us the gold standard. In fact, they even asked our CEO to be part of a board to help to clean up the supplement industry. That makes a huge difference. So if you're taking other products, you better know where they're from. And it's a great question to ask. And we always have that information. Our omegas, for instance, you can track from the lot number back to the boat that the fish came from. That's incredible. You don't see that. That's how fresh our omegas are. And that is a tremendous ability for our research team, so that we know and we can verify and understand. Because if I have someone whose health has improved so much they're no longer on their blood pressure medication, I do not want any variance in that product. I can't afford to have that happen, so that that body isn't activated and optimized, so that that person may end up having to go back on a medication again. So I have to have those quality controls. I formulate products. I know that process. That was one of the big keys for me in becoming involved in this company.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Recording, yes. Dr. Bryan, this is for my mom, my lovely mom. She is on blood thinners. What is your advice for that?
Well, in terms of blood thinning, it's kind of complicated science. It's a balancing again in the blood, and that's what keeps clots from forming. That's why they're usually on it. There's many reasons. Some are for atrial fib, some are because they have a stent, some are because they have a history of blood clotting. It depends why they're on it. But the biggest thing that you need to watch for is if you start seeing bruising, or you start to see some of the things that may be occurring, then they need to have a dosage reduction. The doctor should be aware of that. And what the doctor does need to know is if you're taking something that may actually optimize how your body is operating, you may not need that blood thinning ability. You may not need the anti-clotting mechanisms to be worked on so hard. Because with NRF2, one of the functions of it is it controls the fibrolytic formation. Fibrolytic formation, when runs amok, is what happens and why people end up having plaque in their brains and why they have blood clots that can occur. It's the fibrolytic formation run amok by oxidative stress. And as that oxidative stress is reduced, you're going to have the fibrolytic formations go into balance, and that is much less of a risk. And as a result of it, you don't need as much chemical to keep that from happening. And so it's always good to be able to go through with the physicians so that they're aware and know that you're on this, and that it may be something that they may need to take a look at in reducing the dosages.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.